Hi, my name is Claudette Gray.
And I am David Gray.
With
My father was terminally ill with prostate cancer, and we'd asked for prayer for him, and Pastor McAtee came, and they spent some time alone. And so later on, he was in the hospital, and I didn't know, but he only had 2 hours to live, and myself and the rest of my family was all gathered, and he was talking to one of my sisters, looking right in another direction, and I thought went through my mind, well, he's headed a visit with Pastor McAtee, and I just wonder, is he going to be going to be with the Lord, or what's going to take place here? And he went from talking to the sisters, he turned right directly, right eye to eye, and said to me, David, you don't have to worry about me. I know where I'm going. I'm going home to be with my father, he said. And he went less than 2 hours later.
when we left Fred, David's father, that night, and we were coming home, and I had to drive because David was pretty emotional that night, and he said, he knew what I was thinking. I know that God told him what I was thinking. This really strengthened and encouraged David to spend more time with the Lord. And our lives have been really centered on Christ since then. And I'm not trying to tell you that we've gone through nothing. We've gone through a lot. But every single time, God has been with us. But most specifically in the last 8 weeks.
Oh, I suppose.
When David had his stroke.
That was my third stroke. I had two little ones that as I said, I didn't pay much attention to the warning signs or too much attention to the doctors either.
Wasn't your favorite place
the
to be?
third stroke, I was put out of commission in pretty good shape, and I said, I guess this is the third strike. You're out. I said, I think I better start listening to someone, right? So, and I couldn't move when that happened. And after they put me in bed, I couldn't move for 3 or 4 days. I couldn't turn in bed. I couldn't sit up. I couldn't do anything. And then finally, when they did sit me up, I just, without someone to hold me, I'd just fall over, fall one way, fall the other way, fall backward. And so I kept thinking at that time, gee, I'd seen people with these strokes. I wonder if I can get well enough to walk with a walker, you know.
Dr. Sherman called me from Biddeford before they'd sent him to Portland. They said, we're sending him to Portland for a while, but he's probably not going to be able to walk again. You better get a wheelchair. I called Morris right away, my brother Morris, and because he has all these men at church that pray with him, and they started praying immediately, and it wasn't even a week later when they had him in rehab that he was dragging, but nonetheless moving with the walker. And Morris did bring me a wheelchair. We've never used it. We have not once used that wheelchair. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm going to get over here and get to the walker.
So now he's just showing off.
Now he's just plainly showing off.
But
Oh, David. What? David.
yeah, I'm a little shaky, but it's working. I guess it'll get better, you know.
In all of this, when James tells us that these troubles, that we have to rejoice in them because they're going to teach us I'm here to tell you that that's the truth. And that's how we've done it. And we've been up and down the stairs. I can't believe it, by ourselves.
Yeah, we sure did.
And that's our story.